Our presiding bishop, John Malomba. Malomba. My good friend, the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, all the other clergy, ndugu viongozi wa kanisa la Methodist, hamjambo. Hamjambo tena. Bwana Yesu asifiwe. Amen. Very good. Kwanza mimi nataka nichukue nafasi hii niwakaribishe katika makao haya ya Rais wa Jamhuri yetu ya Kenya. Karibuni sana. Najua tulikuwa na appointment ya kukutana hapo nyuma kidogo, lakini haikuwezekana wakati huo. Lakini vile Mungu alivyopanga, leo ndio ilikuwa siku ya sisi kukutana. So karibuni sana. Sio leo peke yake. Najua wengi wenu hapa ni watu wenye shughuli mingi. Mko na kazi ya kanisa, wengine hapa ni wafanyabiashara, wengine ni wafanyikazi wa sehemu mbalimbali. Kwa hivyo nyinyi ni watu mko busy sana. Na I don't take it for granted that you have found time to come and fellowship with me. Nasema asante sana. Na Mungu akiwajalia tena na mkipata nafasi nyingine kidogo, pia tena mrudi mkuje tu. Kwanza nataka nianze kwa kumpongeza askofu wetu presiding bishop mpya. Congratulations my good friend. Pole, nilipata mwaliko wako wa kuja katika I think it was the Sunday before last, or I didn't manage to come, but ni vile Mungu amepanga leo mmefika hapa kama viongozi wa kanisa letu la Methodist. Na nimemsikiza kwa makini sana our new presiding bishop, and I can confirm that he is chosen by God. And Bishop, you can count on our support. And I want to ask the leaders here to pray for your presiding bishop so that he can provide the leadership that is necessary for this great church. Kwa hivyo karibuni sana. Nimefurahi tena kwa the sermonette that was made by the presiding bishop that creates a bridge between leaders in government and leaders in our religious sector. We have a common goal. We serve the same people, and I'm very happy that we can work together. You can count on my partnership, on my friendship, and that of the government of Kenya. Nimeshukuru pia kwa sababu ya the mentorship that you provide to many leaders. Vile tumeambiwa hapa kwamba many of the public servants serving in my administration are members of the Methodist Church. Not because sio kwa sababu wakati tulikuwa tunawatafuta hatukuwatafuta kanisani, lakini it just shows the background, the mentorship that the church has given. That is why you have grown leaders that are now serving in senior positions in our country. And that includes my deputy. Nasema asante sana. I didn't know why I had a solid deputy until today. Nimejua kumbe ni kwa sababu ya kanisa la Methodist Church. Nasema asante sana. Asante sana. Narudia nasema asante sana. Bishop wetu ametuzungumzia maneno ambayo ametunenea, maneno ya Mungu ya kushirikisha sisi wote. Na pia kama kiongozi wa taifa letu la Kenya, and you being citizens of this great republic, nitachukua nafasi hii pia niwaeleze kidogo, kwa sababu nyinyi mnatuombea, mnaombea nchi yetu, mnaombea uongozi wa taifa letu, mnaniombea as president of this country. Na saa zingine pengine hamuna uhakika kama hiyo maombi inafika ama so by me standing here today, it is evidence that the prayers you pray, Mungu anajibu. Na Mungu amejibu maombi yenu na maombi ya taifa letu in a very definitive way. There are many things that we have done as a country, and I am a witness, and I can tell you, I am a witness of answered prayer in the Republic of Kenya. Wakati nimekuja hapa kama rais, nyinyi mnajua kulikuwa na, tulitoka katika COVID, chumi ikafungana. Wakati nimefika hapa, kazi yangu ya kwanza ni kuambiwa ya kwamba tuko na deni ya shilingi bilioni $2 za Marekani, one of the largest Eurobond debt, na tulikuwa tunaelekea mahali pa kushindwa kulipa deni. Kati ya nchi 5 kwa Afrika, and I'm telling you this as a Christian, kati ya nchi 5 ambazo zilikuwa na deni kubwa, Kenya was among 5 nations ambayo ilikuwa tu inangojewa siku ya kushindwa kulipa deni. Of those 5 countries, 4 countries defaulted. Kenya did not. Unanielewa? Kenya did not. It is an answered prayer. Tulifanya ile tulifanya. We had to make very difficult decisions. We had to cut down on our budget. We had to stop subsidies. We had to stop fuel subsidies so that we can consolidate our economy. And as a responsible leader, I had to make those difficult decisions to save our country from default. And because of those decisions, I can stand here today before you as Christians and as citizens of Kenya, that today our economy is different from what it was 3 years ago. Inflation has come down from 9.6 to 4.5%. The exchange rate to our dollar, which was going to close to 165, 167, for the last 2 years, it's now 128, 129. pesa yetu ya kigeni, our dollar reserves, foreign exchange reserves, ambayo ilikuwa imekuja chini mpaka imefika $5.7 billion. Today, we have the highest foreign exchange reserves in Kenya's history. $12.3 billion. We have doubled our foreign exchange reserves. It only takes God. Mnanielewa? Yes. So, I am saying this so that as you pray for our nation, remember to thank God for what He has already done. So, our economy is now stable. We have managed to consolidate our economy. The interest rates are coming down. Interest rates on T-bills in 2023 were 16%. Interest rates on our treasury bills today is below 8%. It's come down by half. So we have everything to thank God for. Bishop has told us about the education sector and the debts the government of Kenya has to many universities, including public universities, including private universities. We had a very serious education problem. When I came here, I did the first thing to appoint a presidential working party because CBC had problems. We had shortage of teachers. We had shortage of classrooms. Our funding for universities was inadequate. In fact, some universities could not pay salaries. Public universities, 21 public universities were technically insolvent. By God's grace, we have put things together. We had the presidential party give us recommendations. We looked through our manifesto. We changed course. Now, as I stand here today, we have corrected the CBC. We have aligned the curriculum. Teachers, parents, students, other stakeholders now have clarity on the competence-based education. We have hired the highest number of teachers in Kenya's history. By January this year, we've hired 100,000 teachers as of January this year. We have built 23,000 new classrooms. And we have changed the funding model for our universities. Today, ask any vice chancellor. It's beginning to change. The universities that were technically insolvent are now getting out. So we have, by God's grace, stabilized that sector because education is very important. It is the single most important asset that we can use to equalize our society. When the children of those who have and the children of those who don't have, when they go to school, they become equal. Yeah? So we have changed that sector. And I'm very happy that we are making progress. You people know that in 2022, we had people, kuna watu walikuwa wanapaa sufuria kwa hii town, kwa kichwa. Si mliwaona? Unga imefika 250, iko shida. You know, we had to change the whole plan on how we are dealing with agriculture. And we've done 4 things in agriculture. Number 1, we decided to digitize and to register all farmers. Imagine we were running a sector that we didn't have data. So today we have registered in our database 7.2 million farmers. Number 2, we said we are moving away from subsidizing consumption to subsidizing production. We brought down the cost of farm inputs, whether it is seeds, whether it is fertilizers. We have also driven out cartels, people who took advantage of our farmers. We've cleaned the dairy sector. We have cleaned up the coffee sector. We have removed many people in between, all the way to sugar sector and all the other sectors. Today, our milk production has gone up by 400,000 liters every day. We are the highest producer of milk today in the African continent. Our coffee prices have changed. I know there are coffee farmers here. Ni kweli ama si kweli? Yes. Coffee was 70, 80. Today it is 100, 120, 130, 140. Tea the same. Sugarcane the same. We are producing more maize. So, Mungu ametujalia. And God has been gracious to us. The last 3 years, Mungu ametupatia mvua. Tunamshukuru Mungu. So, God has been good to us. We have done all the other things that we wanted to do. In matters to do with health, which the church is a great partner, we have changed the whole space in health. Because we wanted to make health a right of every citizen. Many people, statistics showed, many people, close to 1 million people, went into poverty every year because of hospital bills. Mtu anaenda hospitali, bill inakuja 100,000, 200,000, 500,000, 1 million. Hakuna njia ya kulipa, tunafanya harambee, tunauza ng'ombe, tunauza shamba, tunauza. So we had to change that. Today, I can confidently tell you that SHA is changing the landscape. It's only 1 year old, but we have now treated using SHA close to 6 million Kenyans. You will not miss in every village a testimony of SHA paying for 20,000, 50,000, 100,000, 500,000 for a citizen in our neighborhoods. True or not true? And it is just 1 year. Mutupatie tu nafasi kidogo. Bado tuko na mahali ya kulainisha. The biggest problem ni tuko naye ni wakora. Unajua kuna mtu anaamka asubuhi kwenda kutafuta vile ya kuiba from SHA. Madaktari nini, mahospitali. So, but we will straighten that. So, in short, I just wanted to let you know that God has been gracious to us. And finally, we have the burden of the young people of our nation. And we spend, as a nation, 30% of all our taxes on education. We spend close to 700 billion shillings every year for education. And it was necessary for us to think, as we train people, as we take people through school, as they go through college, as they go through university, what happens to them when they get out? Unemployment was a very big challenge. It still continues to be a very big challenge. And that is why we have designed, for the first time in the history of Kenya, we have a plan on how to deal with unemployment. With 4 different programs. Program number 1, watu walikuwa wananiuliza, hii mambo ya housing ni mambo ya nini? Nani alikuambia tunahitaji nyumba? Sisi tuko na manyumba zetu. Housing was not just about houses. It was more about jobs than houses. Today, as I speak to you, 500,000 young people in Kenya work in our housing program. 500,000 citizens who are not working, today they are working as architects, engineers, carpenters, masons, plumbers, and everybody in between. We've hired close to 10,000 professionals from universities as consultants to oversee that program. Kenya's skyline is changing. We've rolled out a whole digital jobs program. ICT hubs, business process outsourcing. We have Jitume centers. We have close to another 300,000 young people working on the digital job space. This good girl from the Methodist Church, she's a great lady. Today, Sikizeni, today we have 540,000 Kenyans who are working outside Kenya that we have connected them to jobs in the last 3 years. Mnanielewa? Na huyu mrembo wenu wa Mutaratara ndiye alitusaidia kupanga. No wonder we succeeded. You know? We have created a green channel. We've organized that space. Watu wengi wananiuliza, wewe mbona unapeleka Wakenya kwenda kufanya kazi nje? Mbona usipeleke watoto wako? Sijui namna gani. It's called, sometimes wanajaribu kuniaccuse at the brain drain. You see, these are people who are going to work outside Kenya. Contracts of 3 years, 5 years. After 3 years, they come back home. They are better exposed, and they can do better in our own country. So it's not brain drain, it is brain gain, because we are getting exposure to many of our young people. You know? I can stand here and confidently tell the nation, in the last 3 years, we have close to 1.8 million young people who were not working in 2022, they are working today. And we can give you their names and where they are working. So kama tunaelewana. That is what transforming a nation looks like. It has to be deliberate, it has to be intentional, it has to be practical, and we can account for it. Tunaelewana ndugu zangu? So that as you pray for our nation, and as you pray for the success of our nation, you know what to pray for. We still have more that we want to do. It is our intention as an administration to take the country to the next level. We've just stabilized the nation, but we now have a firm foundation, and that is why you have heard me say, we now must raise our ambition. There are 3 things we must do going forward. By God's grace, Mungu atatusaidia. And so that as you pray, you can pray for Kenya to go in that direction. Number 1, we still have a deficit in infrastructure We still don't have enough roads. We don't have a good airport. Our railway is not complete. Our ports are not proper. We need to invest close to 1.5 trillion shillings to do our roads and our other infrastructure. Many of you mtashangaa hii pesa itatoka wapi? Mungu atatupatia. We are going to get money to transform this nation. Leo, unajua, as I talk to you today, ile contracts tumesign ya affordable housing, markets, hostels, nini hiyo yote, ni bilioni 650. 650 million. Na hatujakopa pesa ya mtu. Pesa yetu. Tumetumia tu akili. Tumetumia nini? Akili. Sawa sawa. Na neema ya Mungu. Sijui kama tunaelewana. So, unajua nilizungumza wakati mmoja nilikuwa nimeenda kule Ethiopia. Nikasema in the process ya kwamba tuko na program ya housing na nini. We have done contracts of $4 billion. Oh, watu wakanipigia kelele, oh, hiyo ni uongo, hakuna maneno hiyo. It is happening in our own country, my friend. Fungua macho. You know, because you see, there's people who are so negative. They don't believe in their country. They don't believe in themselves. They don't believe in God. They believe in nothing. Huh? So you come, you know, so really, hiyo ni jambo moja lazima tufanye. Barabara haitoshi. Bado tunasumbuana, barabara hapa kidogo, barabara hapa kidogo. Ndio nimeambia wizara, we are designing and prioritizing 28,000 new kilometers of roads to be built in the next 7 years. Tangu independence tumejenga barabara ya lami kilomita 20,000 for 60 years. In the same 60 years, Japan imejenga barabara ya lami kilomita 1,000,000. Mnajua tofauti ya 1,000,000 na 20,000? Na sio ati wako werevu kutuliko, ni vile tu wako na mpango, and they have the leaders to drive it. So, but we still have a huge deficit. Nikikuja Maua, watu wananiambia, oh, barabara mheshimiwa iko mbaya, barabara ile, which is true. Na ndio tumekubaliana, meanwhile, wakati sasa at the moment, tuko na almost 6,000 kilometers ya barabara tunajaribu kuzikamilisha. So that by next year, God willing, ndio tuanze sasa hii 28,000, tuone vile tutaisukuma. Na tuko na vile tumepanga. Mnanielewa? Kwanza nimeambia my deputy hapa, hii kuna bridge hapo imesumbua sisi na nakumbushwa kila siku, inaitwa Nithi Bridge. Hiyo Nithi Bridge contractor amefika, ako kwa hapo. Na tumemwambia hiyo Nithi Bridge, we will build a modern bridge there. Si ulionyeshwa design? Kabisa. Yeah. Very good. Sasa, najua saa zingine ni mzuri kuwa na msaidizi mwenye amesoma kukuliko. wakati waliniletea design hii nika approve, lakini nikamwambia pelekeni kwa DP aende profesa mwenyewe asahihishe sasa. So hiyo maneno inasonga namna hiyo. And vile vile kwa mapenzi ya Mungu, either end of this year or early next year, tunataka kuanzisha dual carriageway ya kutoka hapo Makutano mpaka Maua. Si ndio? Ama mnatakaje? So kwa sababu umeona tumeanzisha hii ya kutoka hapa Rironi tunapeleka mpaka kule Mau Summit, alafu baadaye pia early next year tutaanza from Mau Summit huko iende mpaka Malaba, so that we can connect our country and all the other things that we are doing. Jambo la pili ambalo lazima tufanye ni kuhakikisha kwamba tuko na stima ya kutosha. At the moment, stima ile tuko naye Kenya ni kidogo. We have only 3,000 megawatts. 3,000. Nilienda kufungua dam moja hapo Ethiopia. Dam moja iko na 5,400 megawatts. Dam moja. Yetu Kenya hii mzima hii yote 3,000. So we have a problem. We need at least 10,000 megawatts. Kama tutaendesha ile transformation, technology is going to use a lot of energy. Industrialization, manufacturing, value addition is going to use a lot of energy. We cannot develop our nation with the energy that we have. We've done well kwa connect electricity. When we started with President Uhuru in 2013, we had 2.3 million households. Now we are at almost 11 million households. Mebaki tu kidogo, maybe 2-3 million tufikishe stima kwa almost everywhere. But the energy we have is not enough. So hapo we need to do that. Hapo inahitaji investment ya almost $10 billion, maybe that's about 13, 14, 1.3, 1.4 trillion. Ndio mmesikia nimefanya hesabu how much money we need. Kwa sababu guesswork ni kitu mbaya. You must know where you are going, you must cost it. Ama namna gani? Yes. Ndio isikue karata ya guesswork ya pata potea. You must know exactly kutoka hapa tutafika pale na tutafika huko namna gani. And then number 3, we need to make sure that we finish with the problem of food insecurity in Kenya. Unajua mahali tumefika with the population we have, rain-fed agriculture imefika the maximum. We now need to move to irrigation. We need to use 80% of Kenya that today is producing nothing in our other areas. So water harvesting, you have heard